you and your family are having your daily walk outside when you notice a noisy flock of birds nearby. At first, you ignore it, but then you look closer. These aren't pigeons. They're not crows. These are parrots, bright green, loud, and wild. And if you've lived in Southern California long enough, you know the next part. An older gentleman nearby will tell you exactly how they got here, then a younger person nearby will say they heard something different on a podcast. The problem? Everyone seems to have a different story. From Pasadena to Long Beach, from Arcadia to Redlands, these parrots are everywhere. They squawk on telephone lines, raid fruit trees, and startle you awake in the early mornings. But ask 10 people where they came from and you'll get 10 different answers. One of the most popular stories takes us back to the 1960s. A Pasadena pet shop filled with exotic parrots supposedly caught fire. During the chaos, dozens of parrots escaped, flying out into the sky. And so the story goes, their descendants are still squawking around town today. It's dramatic, it's cinematic, but is it true? While the story is legendary, historians and bird experts haven't found hard proof of this great parrot escape. Another version points to the Arboretum in Arcadia. The Arboretum used to house collections of exotic birds for display. According to some locals, parrots slipped away decades ago and started breeding in nearby neighborhoods. Walk through Arcadia today and you'll see the parrots are definitely still there. Head west to Montebello and Bell Gardens and you'll hear another tale. A truck transporting parrots overturned in the 1970s. The birds scattered and no one bothered to chase them down. Again, it's a great story, but much like the pet shop fire, it's hard to pin down in the record books. And then there's a story that parrots were kept at the San Gabriel Mission as early as the 1800s, released by monks or later caretakers. It's a romantic idea, parrots ringing their calls alongside the mission bells. But this one leans more toward folklore than fact. Still, it's a story that locals love to tell. So if all these legends are half-truths at best, what really happened? The truth is less about one big dramatic escape and more about decades of smaller ones. Throughout the 20th century, thousands of parrots were imported into the U.S. for the booming exotic pet trade. Some escaped from pet shops, homes, and markets. Others were released intentionally when owners couldn't care for them anymore. And during the 1970s and 80s, when laws cracked down on importing endangered birds, some confiscated shipments may have simply been set free. Add all of that together, and over time, the parrots did what parrots do best. They adapted, they bred, and they formed the loud, thriving flocks we see today. Here's the real kicker. Many of the parrots flying around Southern California are actually endangered in their native homelands. The red-crowned parrot, for example, is threatened in northeastern Mexico. But in Los Angeles and Orange County, there are thousands. In the strange way, Southern California has become a refuge, not by design, but by accident. Some of the largest flocks have been seen spotted in urban California. That could be because of the close proximity of the San Joaquin Marsh and Wildlife Sanctuary located in the city of Irvine. So the next time you hear that deafening squawk and look up to see a green flash dart across the sky, remember, you're not just seeing escaped pets. You're witnessing a century-long mix of accidents, adaptations, and urban legends. And yes, if you stop to ask the man on the corner how they got here, he'll probably still tell you, oh, they escaped in a big fire years ago. Because sometimes the legend is just too good to let go. Wild parrots of Southern California. Part myth, part history, and 100% noisy neighbors. If you enjoyed this story, or if you've heard your own version of how these parrots got here, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to give this video a like. And if you want more strange and fascinating Southern California stories, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.